After Supreme Court judgment on Thursday 10th July 2025, we confirmed Senator Monday Ighodalo as the winner of the September 21, 2024 Edo State governorship election, members of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) gathered for their state secretariat for Benin City for one stakeholders meeting. Leaders from the three senatorial districts show face as them chook mouth on top how the party go waka. Edo PDP chairman Dr. Tony Aziegbemi salute party members wey still dey loyal, say Edo people vote for Asue Ighodalo but then thief their mandate. He come accuse presidency, INEC and the judiciary say them join hands spoil the election. Even though say the court matter don't end, Oga Aziegbemi talk say the new mission now na to remove President Tinubu from office come 2027.
Thank you, members of the PDP, for staying the course, for being steadfast, for not abandoning us until the last Thursday when that judgment, that travesty of justice was melted on us. On the 21st of September last year, 2024, all of us, everybody here, and those that cannot make it here, you took that in your numbers and you voted for our candidate and the PDP, Aziegbemi Ighodalo. Edo people know who they voted for. Edo people know that Asue Ighodalo is the elected governor of Edo State. They stole from us. By 8:30 on that 21st of September, APC leaders were calling me, congratulating me for having won the election, because they were seeing what all of us were saying on the INEC, on the IREM. And then the manipulation started at about 9 p.m. They stole from us. They took our mandate. They stole our mandate. And because we are not abiding, we said, let's pursue this thing legally. Our lawyers were fantastic. They dug up all the documents that needed to be dug up. And we thought that the judiciary, that is supposed to be the last hope of the common man, we laid before them a very precise and concise petition. What did they do? They were now standing on illegalities. You did not call witnesses. We are not an investigative team. You were supposed to speak to the documents. You dumped the documents or not. Forgetting, there's an article in the Electoral Act that says that if a document speaks for itself, you don't need to call any witness to speak to it. They forgot that. We are here to tell you that on your behalf, the candidate, the deputy governorship candidate, and the party, we did all what we could do to retrieve our mandate. Unfortunately, the collusion between the presidency, between INEC, between the security agencies, and now the judiciary was a hurdle we could not surmount. So I here to report to you that please forgive us, Edo people, for not being able to retrieve your mandate. We fought, we tried all what we could do, but we couldn't. Having said that, are we, as you are saying us, are we bitter? No. We are not. We are not bitter for a second, because we know, we believe strongly that we did the right thing. We believe strongly that we won that election. We believe strongly that our petition was very concise and precise. And if the tribunal, the appeal court, and the Supreme Court, if they had looked at the petition in its merit, we would and should and ought to have been declared the governor of Edo State. So we are not bitter. We will overcome this. That's why we are Edo people. We are resilient. We are strong. We are strong-willed. If they imagine that they will break our heart, they will never break. They can never break us. We submit that the Supreme Court is the last bus stop. There's nothing else we can do about that. So we have to close that chapter and move on to new things. The next thing that I'm urging every one of us on behalf of the PDP in Edo State is how do we get out the Tinubu in 2027? That is our next target. We have to get out Tinubu in 2027. He has failed this nation. He has ruined the economy of this nation. Our next task is to make sure that is removed from power in 2027. That is the mandate we are charging you with going forward. Between now and 2027, next task is how do we remove Tinubu from the presidency? Because we cannot continue with this suffering. We cannot continue with this suffering. We cannot continue with the way things are being run aground in this country. So we charge you, don't be deterred. Don't worry yourself. God, in His infinite mercy, will give all of us the strength and the will to go through this. Because hard times don't last. Tough people do.
PDP candidate Asue Ighodalo followed join salute the party members, say them not give up. A court talk say even though say them intimidate voters and use security people take oppress citizens, Edo people still come out vote and win, but they manipulate the result. A court promise say the party go settle internal wahala and come here and say im go give 2 million naira each to all the PDP local government chapters just to say thank you.
God made us a great party in Edo State. Every nook and corner of Edo State is PDP. Forget some people that say what they say. If we have an election in Edo State today and the magicians go and sleep and don't do the magic, the legal magic they do, we will beat anybody 70% down. I dare anybody to challenge us to that election. Edo State is a PDP state. Anybody that says otherwise is fooling themselves. And fools die fast. So, my own today is thank you. All of my brothers and sisters and leaders and mentors that are here today, I say thank you. We defied the rain on election day and we went to vote. We pulled people to vote and we won overwhelmingly. So my own is thank you. We came to vote. We went through primaries. We went to the main election. In spite of the highest level of intimidation I've seen in Nigerian elections since 1962 Western region, we forced and fought and we won and we beat them. I say thank you. Our boys were being carried away by government policemen. Government that should serve, policemen that should serve all of us. They were serving some people. Because those people cannot campaign, cannot run, cannot talk, cannot walk, cannot dance, cannot fight, cannot do anything. And the policemen said it's them. They supported them. They arrested all our boys. In the middle of the night, they will knock a man with his wife. They will carry in front of his children. They will carry him away. They go and hide them in Abuja. We took out all kind of legal positions. We got them released legally. They refused to obey the law. He who refuses to obey the law and has nobody that they answer to, one day shall pay the price. There's law of nature, law of karma. People don't understand history. People don't understand nature. People think they're king today. Tomorrow, those kings, where are they? If you read a bit of history, I read a bit of, just general genealogy, you will understand the way the world works. So my own is thank you. Those young men and women, they arrested them. In spite of all of that, on election day, we all chested out. On election day, they were paying 30,000 or some amount of money. In spite of that, on election day, they used all kind of intimidation in spite of that. So all I can say is thank you. And I will continue to say thank you. I thank the good people of Edo State who understood what they wanted in governance, but have been forced to accept less than good. But God is in control, and God shall remain in control. God is mighty, and God shall show his might. So worry not and fear not, the good people of Edo State. Stay courageous, stay strong. It shall be but temporary. So what I tell all of you is thank you. What God has ordained shall come to pass. It is but a matter of time. And God in his infinite wisdom knows when the appropriate time dawns on all of us. So let's calm down. Let's worry not. Let's keep encouraging each other and saying, thank you. The good people of Edo State were unique. We're different. Nigeria created us differently. And we're the true heartbeat of this country. We're dynamic people. We're reinforced people. We stand for truth and integrity. And nobody can remove that from us, regardless of all the intimidation. You come, you mark people's houses, you carry people away at night, you carry their children, you carry their mothers, but we remain undaunted. And we continue to say to each other, be strong. Thank you. So, today, from the bottom of my heart, Osarodion and myself say, thank you very much. Thank you. Somebody was asking me on Thursday, are you not sad? I said, how can I be sad? I am happy. Can you imagine 65% of a state population voting for you? What are you sad about? The people that are sad are the people that stole. It's only thieves that are sad. So, all I say is, thank you. And at the end of the day, the true strength of the people of Edo State shall show. Where the people of Edo State are, will show. We, in the PDP, we have a tradition. And I know that tradition because when I step into any place, I came into the PDP. I may be the youngest PDP member here today. That's why the PDP is a democratic party, that the youngest came to this position. It's not normal. It is because you have a liberal, open-hearted, well-thinking environment that such things can happen. And I understand very well that we're a leadership party. So the leaders of the party in Edo State, I keep talking for Edo State, and we will remain strong, very strong in Edo State. We'll meet together and we will decide what is in the best interest of all of us that are the PDP members of Edo State. What we must always do is what is in the best interest of the PDP for the best interest of the people of Edo State. It is no longer self-interest. It cannot be. We must raise our people in this state into a first world sub-sovereign, and we shall do it. Forget what clowns are doing. We shall do it. And because we shall do it, we must take a collective decision. So the leaders of the party will meet and discuss, and we'll meet with each other, and we keep talking to our people, and we will take the comeback of our people. Nobody is going to dictate to anybody, and nobody is going to dictate to us. We, the people of Edo State, have been democratic for more than 7 centuries, and nobody is going to draw us back. Nobody. So, and let me say something. I hear what everybody is saying, but if you go to every nook and cranny of this country, it is only the PDP that resonates. Now, if there's a problem, we fix it. If we can't fix it, we then decide what to do about it, like the intelligent people that we all are. So, I thank you all. The leaders of the PDP will start the process, and all of us will participate in the process. And then we will all jointly and collectively decide where to go, what to do. Whether we will stay and we'll be the ones that will absorb people. Whether we will stay and we will fight, or whether we will just look at the terrain and decide what we will decide collectively with the leaders of the party. Today's meeting was to come and say, thank you. I know without a shadow of doubt that if we stand up to do any election in this state today, and it is relatively free, we will cane anybody. I know that. Because I've been through the length and breadth of this state. People say what they may wish to say. I went through Edo State 3 times in the course of my election. So I know every blade of grass in this state. And I know the sentiments and the thinking of our people. It is clear what they want. All I say again is, thank you. And it shall be well with all of us. Many people have given up their time, their lives, their families, their work, their business. People have done things that normal people don't do, that they say Nigerians don't do. In Edo State, we're different. They did it. So I say, thank you. That election is not the kind of election that in ordinary times we should have won. But we won it so overwhelmingly, it was unbelievable. Because there were too many forces. In spite of the forces, we won, and that is why they are all now jumping up on stolen goods. So my own is, thank you. We're just starting a new phase. And we'll conquer in that new phase. Don't be afraid. Don't be worried. They will still harass us. Those people who are not sure whether they are hermaphrodite or otherwise, they will still pull them there. Those people whose integrity is suspect, they will. But those of us who know that our mothers gave birth to us in strength and in glory and in grace will know where we stand and who we are. There are people that don't know who they are and where they are, or how they are. But we all here, we know who we are. So I say, thank you. I cannot in any way thank all of you enough. And I cannot thank everybody sitting down here enough. But I must show, sometimes when you talk to God, and God says, show a token of sacrifice, and you dance and you kill a ram and you offer the offering, it's tiny, it's a token. But I must give a token to our people today so that they know that I appreciate them, and I will squeeze my skin to cause myself pain so that they know I appreciate them. So I give 2 million naira to each local government. I have not asked my wife, and I know she will frown because she's looking at me suspiciously that all our money where you don't spend, how we go chop. But I said, God is in charge and God will make us chop. But out of our pockets, I will beg her when I reach home, I give 2 million naira to each local government. All I'm saying is, thank you. We have spent a lot, all of us jointly. But it's not as much as what people have spent. People that didn't have spent. People gave their blood. People gave their lives. So as a token, I am saying thank you. All of you, my people, I say thank you. God Almighty bless all of us. God Almighty keep all of us. God Almighty strengthen us all. And I say thank you.
Plenty of Ogbonge party leaders dey for the meeting, like Honorable Jimoh Ijegbai, House of Assembly Minority Leader Honorable Charity Agwabawinya, Campaign DJ Matthew Iduoyekemwen, and leaders from Edo South, Central, and North. Honorable Charity converse say 13 PDP members for the House of Assembly don waka go join opposition, say dem suppose dey shame instead of to dey celebrate. DJ Matthew come add im own as e yarn say Edo people clearly vote for Asue and Oge, but the system failed them. E come warn say if power no shift for national level, PDP fit not win future elections or even the upcoming by-elections. E come still talk say the new national anthem wey Naija adopt dey different from wetin dey shele now for real life, say if the injustice no change, PDP go still suffer for elections. Other party leaders still share their mind and promise say dem go still stand gidigba with the party.
I'm not here for us to start examining the judgments in the courts. We've gone beyond that. What is important to me is moving beyond where we are now. Now we want to do an election in Edo Central. We want to do an election in the Obias Federal Constituency. Everything I'm saying now, please, is my personal opinion. And I'm asking, how reliable are the institutions? Institutions that we just did an election, the same INEC, the same police, the same judiciary, and you want us to still trust them and go through that route again. With the institutions as it is today, I do not see how we can win any by-election. That is the reality. So saying, let's go and participate. When you participate and you don't win, it will further kill the morale of your members who are at home. The only place where I am all for with the state chairman is we must do everything to remove the current president. And whatever it will take, what process it will take, what vehicle it will take, we will sit down, we will decide on it. But Nigeria cannot continue like this beyond 2027. Something must give way. We were singing our national anthem just now. When we were singing our national anthem, I was listening to the second stanza and the third stanza of the national anthem. And this is what every governor will stand to sing as he arrives in ceremony. Mr. President will stand to sing as he arrives in ceremony. That our flag shall be our symbol. And then they went on to say there that they want that they will hand over to our children a banner without stain. Whereas they are the ones carrying black paint to begin to paint the banner. Then you go to stanza 3 and he's saying, "O God of creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed." And right now, you did an election. You've not oppressed Asue Ighodalo. You've oppressed Edo people. And you think that God will answer your prayers. I say, hell no. Mr. Chairman, if we must solve PDP, PDP has to be solved at the national. You are giving out forms now. Danobi and there are people that are giving out forms. They want to go through the same route that it took us through. You will start litigations and litigations and litigations while the other people are busy perfecting the things. I can tell you for free, they will write these results inside government house and they will tell you go to court and nothing will happen. If Asue's vote didn't count, I do not see any result that can count in Edo State. So let us face the reality, take the bull by the horn. Some of us are already being taunted, we're already being haunted, but we cannot be broken. You have two options. Either you choose to fight or you choose to join them. I said it yesterday. PDP as it is today. Anybody who wants to remain in PDP as it is today and be saying we'll be fighting, you are indirectly working for the APC. So we must sit down as a group and take a decision. It is painful when you tell a woman who got married as a virgin, her husband is dead, and they are remarrying her, and then she wants to change her name. And she's already used to one name all her life. It is painful, but the practical reality is that that husband is no more. The PDP that we have today does not have the capacity to stand in opposition to the APC. So we must sit down and make a decision. If we want to remain relevant, or we just want to stay there and say it is our party. So please, Mr. Chairman, party members, this is the time that we must sit down, look at the reality, and take any decision that we want to take. But I will still say it, that I remain Iduoyekemwen, and I stand with whatever can stop this injustice in this country.
In the case of Majero and Fasasi, the Supreme Court declared that his decision is final of all finality, except it is reversed by a legislation ad hominem, it remains the law. In the Edo matter, the Supreme Court has set a very dangerous precedent that is going to haunt all of us for a very long time. What do I mean? The Supreme Court decision is the final, it's at the apex. If anybody tell you that if you go and conduct election tomorrow, you will be able to succeed in a petition, it is a lie, very great lie, because of the precedent they have set in our matter. Section 137 of the Electoral Act is very clear. An even elementary principle of law, when you have clear documentary evidence, you don't need oral evidence to go and prove such type of matter. Our evidence was very clear. It was unassailable. And I expected that the Supreme Court were going to give their decision to follow, to favor our candidate and uphold the election of Dr. Asue Ighodalo. Now, the reverse is the case. Our chairman has spoken well. Our chairman is telling us to prepare to take Tinubu out of government. The first question I want to ask, which vehicle are you going to use? If you are talking about removing Tinubu from office, a house that is divided against itself cannot hold. I don't know which vehicle you are expecting us to use to remove the president from office. We will be deceiving ourselves to still think that we have a party that we are going to use as of today. You have called for nomination for Edo Central and Edo South. Already, they are announcing their own candidate on the other side. Are we going to start a round of litigation right from the court, High Court, down to the Supreme Court? I don't think we should go that route again. So I want to urge the parties. I want to urge our leaders to look at it very critically. We are not ready. We are not ready to start following that route again of litigation. If we must continue to participate, we must clearly know where we belong to in the PDP. Except and unless we do that, and we start calling ourselves together to think that, oh, we have a party called PDP, I think we are deceiving ourselves. The earlier we look at it critically, and everybody is carried along, and we take a joint decision of how we are going to go in Edo, then we are not ready for anything. We should not pretend about it. And let nobody deceive us to think that we will continue going, waiting for NEC of PDP, waiting for the National Convention of PDP will not achieve anything for us.
We women, we are resolute that we will stand by what is right and what is just. So PDP, you have to tell us that you are ready to lead us women with what is right and what is just. What is right and what is just. If you're telling us to remain and oust Tinubu in 2027, you must tell us that you are ready for that to happen. I don't see that we have arranged ourselves well for that yet. But I am not saying that it's a hopeless situation. We must be able to put our act together. Otherwise, you know, normally nature abhors vacuum. Water finds its level. If we don't put ourselves together properly, I don't see how we are going to oust him. And let me make this statement here. There is no state party. You only have state chapters of a national party. If your national is not together, I don't see what the state chapter can do. If your national is not together, I don't see. We are getting ready for an election. Already we have 2 offices of PDP in the state. How are we going to do that? What are we going to do to come up with candidates that they will not take to court and eventually make us waste our time? As we are here, let us continue to rub minds together and know that it is not just an easy task to tell people we are going to do this time without really working it out. We must work it out. We must work it out. For now, we are PDP, we remain PDP, but we must work PDP out to win elections. Not just to be one small opposition party that some people are using to trade and eat and fill their pockets.
Today, I'm not the proudest person. I'm not very proud because I was disappointed, or rather I'm disappointed in the constituency that I represent here. One would have thought that by now, all our mothers, all our fathers, our friends who defied nature on that day, who ensured that in the midst of discomfort, we were returned as 18 people, giving the PDP a clear majority in the Edo State House of Assembly. We enjoyed the benefit of their labor. So that by today, you will not be running to us, the House of Assembly members, 18 of us in the local government, that in the state, and be getting succor. But unfortunately, painfully, we are now in a minor minority. And the consequence of it is there. It is doubly painful when people that were in the same party, people who should be ashamed, are now the people gloating, calling you, we are not talking about minority people here. We are talking about the ruling party. And you were with me the other day. And they are doing it with the kind of impunity that make you start to think, how do these people sleep? For me, and I can say that of the other members that are remaining, the 6 of us, or should I say 5? 5. Yes. I can say of 5. The 5 of us, we are with you. We have decided that it is not our birthright to go to the House of Assembly. Our position in the House of Assembly was a collective of the sacrifice of everybody that is seated here. And if people have sacrificed to make you or put you in a position which everybody cannot occupy, I would think it is a defeat of honor and a thing that should not be applauded to leave those people in the lounge, whereas they had sacrificed for you. I owe it to everybody in Ovia Northeast Constituency 1 that, especially, the PDP members in Ovia Northeast Constituency 1, that privilege that I'm not entitled to. But they decided to say, let us send you. They are the only people that can also tell me, this is how we want to go. It is not a decision that I can take personally, and I have told them in our town hall meeting that I'm with them. Whatever they say, I will do. Some people say because I have a second address, I say thank God. If I have a second address, and that second address will assure me of integrity, then I recommend it for everybody. People should go and get second address so that they will know what honor is and what respect is. Of late, people are now accusing me. What I did not say, they will say, I said it. You are planning something. You must be planning something. You cannot be this comfortable if you are not planning something. But I tell them that God will judge all of us. I don't want to comment on the Supreme Court decision because I've done too much pro bono explanation. As a matter of fact, I was now made to be explaining to people why my very cherished noble profession has failed us. But hope is not lost. It is from the ruins that great things usually come up. I just want us to be intact. We should keep ourselves together. We should follow the leadership of our chairman, who has led with courage, who has led with transparency, with strength. Then we will now add truth to it. Let us be telling ourselves the truth. Our people should be carried along whenever anything is being done. Except to just express before I drop the mic, my concern in only one area. That is the new strength that some persons are now getting. I understand that a man who defected to APC publicly, to the knowledge of everybody, has been given the ticket of Edo Central Senatorial District. The form, I've been given the form on the other people that are parading themselves. If that is the case, it's a matter that we must take very seriously. We must take it very seriously because if you see a bird dancing on the path, the person playing the band for it is not far in the bush.
I met a retired appeal court judge at the lounge. I said, my lord, good morning, sir. He said, don't call me that name again. That's exactly what he said. He said, Uzamere, please call me Mr. Don't use the Lord. Like Timothy said, the judges of those days, this is Nigeria we find ourselves. I would not want to indict the judges or say anything against them. But in that Supreme Court, there are supposed to be 5 judges. Yes or no? I'm not a judge. I'm sorry, I'm not a lawyer. But that day there were 3, isn't it? What happened to the last 2? The only way we can be together is to tell ourselves the truth. PDP is in ICU. I'm not talking about PDP in Edo State too. My woman leader, my dear sister, said it just now that even national collapse, this leg will bend. Yes or no? This leg will bend. So I want to also thank you
for your prayers, for your commitment. Because there's a revolution. There's a revolution ahead that is coming. There's a movement that is coming. It is coming from the north. Massive revolution. It's not too early for me to tell you where I am, or where I will be, or where I will be tomorrow. But I'm not afraid of anybody because I've conquered fear in my life. I've conquered fear. Nothing shakes me. But the revolution and the movement is coming from the north. We must key in when the time comes. But the chairman who has taken it to this level is a very brilliant chairman. When I watch him, in fact, the day he was giving the speech, that day of judgment, I was in a meeting in David Mark's house for about 8-9 hours. But we have to stop to listen to the interview with the state chairman. And I was proud to know him. And I was proud that he's our state chairman. Extremely impeccable good English. And he went straight to the point. He didn't abuse them, but he went straight to the point. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is about to happen is a total sacrifice. Two options that is open. Very soon, and towards the end of the year, you have 3 types of PDP in Nigeria. PDAPC. Yes or no? Yes. You have Aborigine PDP. The Aborigine PDP, like our leader, our father here, who has never left PDP, Owe, is an Aborigine PDP. Then you have nomadic PDP. You said just now, I didn't say PDP when I came, yes? You know, I did not use the word PDP. Did I use it? Because I know that the party is cancerous, is crippled. He has no wife. The children have abandoned him. He's in ICU. Those who form PDP, it is not G34 that form PDP. Those who form PDP are retired generals who use G34 because they have no structure. That's the article I made after winning Adamawa governor. He was compared to come and be running me to the man they brought out of prison. Because the man they brought out of prison has no structure. That's how PDM and co form. So, nomadic PDP are those who came from APP, who came from ACN, and they said they are now the owner of the house. No matter how you stay as a tenant, it's a man's house. You are not a landlord. Yes or no? Even if the landlord, because you are so handsome, he will give you his daughter, and you marry the daughter, and the daughter gives birth. That child will not inherit the Ijegbai. Oh, no.
Edo is mourning since the Supreme Court's judgment. If you have seen a happy person in Edo since the Supreme Court pronouncement, please raise up your hand. Nobody is happy. Even the people with the stolen mandate, they are not only restless and unhappy, they also know that guilt will haunt them till the day they will die. If you believe that God sits on the throne and rules over the affairs of men and he will vindicate all of us, please, a round of applause for our candidate in the last election, who actually won that election. If you know he won, a round of applause for him. There's no pressure under the earth he has not gone through. From the first court of instance, which is the tribunal, up to the Supreme Court. Lesser men would have given up, but he stood to be counted as a man. And as an Edo man, let's all clap for him again. We are all aware what they have turned our judiciary system into. Those days, you hear of Justice Ovie Whiskey, the Omo Ageges, the Lutugis, and all of such judges, and you know you get justice when you go to court. But when you hear the likes of Equo and some other names, you know what will happen. Abinabi, so it's so sad. We used to export judges to Gambia, Sierra Leone, Senegal. Can we even export ourselves out of this country again? Not talking about judges with integrity. Nigerian judges, with all due respect to those who are still normal and still trying to make their names, I think it would be honorable if they resign and look for a better profession, because they have abused the name of unbiased umpires, because they are truly biased. Having said this, we want to thank President Tinubu for making us know that he is not a friend of Edo people. We want to thank you for putting us on notice that it does not mean well for our interest. We also want to assure him that as Edo people, we are more than capable of replying him adequately and sufficiently at the ballot come 2027. Have we not decided that he's going back to Ijegbai? Have we not decided we are sending him back home? Leave the platform, leave the name PDP or any name whatsoever. What we have all agreed is that Tinubu must go back. Tinubu must go back. I myself, I don't have enough money, but we will collect the guy that money to escort him back to Ijegbai or Bodilon if he chooses to go to any of the two. But he must go.
As 2027 they come, Edo PDP don't vow say them no go back down, say the fight for justice, democracy and the will of the people never end. Make una not forget say, as we see am, na so we dey talk am. We know that take blame. A Kata Ojesili, TMC News.